Let me ask you a question. If you had to pick a favorite video game of all time, what would it be? Now, if you're anything like me, anytime I've received this question over the years, my brain just melts, or rather goes into overdrive, thinking of every amazing game I've played over the years. I spiral into it, well, I can't really pick one. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, both they're amazing. And GTA 5, also incredible. Silent Hill 2, though, if we're going horror. And Resident Evil 4, it's a complete mess.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
If you give me 30 minutes, I could probably compile, like, maybe a top 15 for you, but even then, probably won't be accurate. However, a few years ago, I did decide what my favorite video game of all time was, and it hasn't changed. It's still the same. I'd struggle to give you a top 5, I'd struggle to give you a top 10, but I can give you number 1 confidently. My favorite video game of all time is Team Fortress 2. My experience with Team Fortress 2 started way before I could even play it. I started playing Team Fortress 2 in 2017, so I would have been 12 when I had my first computer that I could run it on. I'm pretty sure that's what killed that computer, actually. But if my memory serves me right, my introduction to Team Fortress 2 was the same as a lot of other people's. YouTube, SFMs, YouTube poops, shit posts, whatever you want to call them. That was my introduction to Team Fortress 2. And boy golly gosh, was that an introduction to Team Fortress 2.
Do you remember me? Yes.
I distinctly remember the first piece of Team Fortress 2 media that I got absolutely obsessed with was the YouTube video Rise of the Epic Scout by Crashmall. And judging by the view count, you and your whole family have also probably seen it. And from that video on, I was just absolutely obsessed, watching SFMs and YouTube poops, and even just people playing TF2. That was, if I wasn't hooked watching people play the game, that definitely hooked me. Let me just say off the rip, I am not the biggest fan of first-person shooters. Something has to be really special about a first-person shooter for me to really like it. Team Fortress 2, in case you couldn't tell, broke that trend. I couldn't tell you what about Team Fortress 2's gameplay that I love so unbelievably much. It could be the weapons, it could be the people, it could be the classes, it's probably the classes. It could be the maps, it could be so many different things. Just the replayability, the matchups, the game knowledge with everything. I could just go on and on about all the things that I love about Team Fortress 2's gameplay. And although the fact that it's in first person may not be one of my favorite things about the game, everything else just links together so perfectly, and it makes sense that it's in first person. I couldn't picture TF2 in third person. It works tremendously well in first person, and despite not being the biggest fan of first person games myself, I absolutely love it. So I actually made a mistake. I just realized. I said the first time I played Team Fortress 2 was in 2017. That was the first time I played TF2 on computer. The first time I actually played TF2 was on the Orange Box for the PS3. I remember finding out sometime between being 6 or 7 when I discovered TF2 and playing TF2 for the first time on my computer in 2017 when I was 12, I discovered that you could play TF2 on Xbox 360 and PS3 on this little thing called the Orange Box. Maybe you've heard of it. And I called up my local game store, and sure enough, they had it, and I was ecstatic. And if you want a little piece of history, I distinctly remember setting up my phone to record my TV of me playing TF2 for the Orange Box on the PS3 and uploading it to my very first YouTube channel that I will not be naming. And you can just hear it in my extremely prepubescent voice. I was having the time of my life. No matter how laggy it was, no matter how unupdated it was on the orange box, I was just having an absolute blast.
Oh, there's one hit. I saw blood. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Oh, that gum jukes. If I can just get back to my intelligence base without him getting me. Point. I got it. Let me know if you guys want this as a series on the channel, because I will make it a series, because I love this game.
So fast forward a little bit now to my birthday in 2017. I got my first laptop. Not a gaming laptop, just a laptop. But by golly, that was the TF2 laptop. Not just because I played the shit out of TF2 on that laptop, but because TF2 was what also killed that laptop. But if the innards of that computer were melted simply so I could do a 24-person conga line, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'd do it 1,000 times over. But inevitably, as I said, Big Blue did die, and I was left with no computer, which meant no TF2 for a few years. Tragic, sad, I know, but that's not where the story ends. In the spring of 2023, whenever I graduated high school, I don't remember, that was forever ago, I got really close with one of my buddies in drama class. I know. Who would have guessed this guy took drama class? And one thing this particular friend would do is bring his gaming computer to class, which as somebody who didn't have a computer, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But what it also did was activate a neuron in my brain, like a pirate seeing treasure or an X marking the spot. It clicked with me. This guy can play TF2. So I brought this fact up to him and he was like, yo, that sounds pretty cool. I'll install it tonight. And he did that. And he brought his computer the next day, and I played TF2 on his trackpad because he didn't have a mouse, and by golly, I had a blast. And over the next 2 weeks, all I could think about was how badly I wanted to play Team Fortress 2. It was like this leech that had latched onto me. Every 5 years, this leech that latches onto me and sucks my life force saying, you have to play TF2. You have to play TF2.
Stay in the box, no! Stay in the box, no!
And sometime in those 2 weeks, a different friend of mine must have overheard that I really wanted to get a computer, but, couldn't afford it. And he said, yo, I bought a $1,300 gaming laptop 2 years ago, and it's been stored away. I don't use it. You want to buy it for $500? Yes, Andrew. And you bet your ass, the very first game I installed on that computer was TF2, and it ran like clockwork, and it still runs like clockwork. It's the same computer. I'm using the same computer. It's like 3 years later. This computer's kind of on its way out, but it's still kicking. And sure enough, I got in contact with that friend that I got into TF2, and he had a whole group of people that he knew that he played Red Dead Redemption with, and it turned out that quite a few of them had a history with TF2. And then over that next little bit, me and my friend got basically taken under the wing of these OG TF2 guys that have been playing since 2011, 2012, and then kind of stopped until me and my friend came along, and then they completely mentored us and just became really good friends to us. We built a really amazing group for just Team Fortress 2 playing together, and it's been pretty radio silent the last year. We've all been doing our own things, but what made me want to make this video in the first place was a little blip in the Discord, and it was like, we're making a comeback. We're making a TF2 comeback. No, the whole server's making a comeback, but specific to me, it was, we're making a comeback. And then everybody was active again. We're all excited to play again. And I really do hope it happens, because I love Team Fortress 2. It's my favorite game of all time. But it wouldn't be a Team Fortress 2 video if I didn't talk about gambling. When I was a kid, the concept and idea of hats and cosmetics in TF2, I mean, they intrigued me, but they weren't like a big deal. I mean, if I wanted cosmetics, I was opening the multi-class crates, or like the class-specific cosmetic crates to get unique cosmetics, not knowing that you could buy them for like 5 cents on a third-party market. I spent so much money on unique cosmetics. Of the hundreds of dollars I spent on those crates, I got like one $15 nuts and bolts unusual for Spy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna open one for old time's sake. Why the hell not? Yeah, like, this was the crate I would open all the time. Well, not this one in particular, but like this same, like the unlocked cosmetic crates. And I didn't even buy them for like a good price. I bought them straight from the shop. And the funniest thing about these crates is that I think they have the worst value. I just spent $2 on 5 cents. I was going to stop at 1, but I just received a new item, and if it's a crate, I'm opening it. I'm feeling slowly worse and worse about this decision. For the video, it's a skip for the video. Skip for the video. That is not a promising start.
Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it.
Any cosmetics you want or need in TF2, just buy them. Just buy them. You're not going to get them from crate. Be so real. But anyways, I'm going to wrap up this video. No need to talk about everything I love about TF2, because that's what other videos are for. But as always, thank you so much for stopping by, supporting my videos, supporting my little channel. It really, really does mean the world to me. Feel free to drop a comment down below letting me know what you love or hate about Team Fortress 2, or even just what your favorite video game is, because this is mine, in case you couldn't tell. But yeah, that's all from me, and thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, I feel good.